welcome back to my channel. You know, y'all know this channel is sporadic, and really I'm supposed to be like recording tarot videos for my other channel. If you don't follow it, go follow it. Lucky space Libra 928. Read your tarot every month. But anyways, I just wanted to talk about this show, Love is Blind. Y'all know I be doing these random reviews, and I just can't get it past me, right? So, if you don't know, if you haven't been on social media, you haven't been on Netflix or whatever, the show is about these people. It's a reality TV show. The men stay on one side, the girls stay on the other side. They get these little pods. It's got a little thin wall, and they talk through the pods and they fall in love. Okay, disclaimer for me. I do believe that, I do believe in love at first sight and all that. But this show is a mess. This show is a mess, y'all. Okay, let's start off with the fact that, okay, Cameron and Lauren. We'll start with them because for me, and from what I've experienced, they seem to be everybody's favorite. And I started to fall for the show. I was watching episode 1, and then in episode 1, Cam and Lauren were like, oh my God, I love you. Oh my God. And that's when I knew this show was about to be a bunch of bullshit. Nick Lachey and his wife, whatever the hell her name is, they knew better. Anyway, so when they go into these pods and they're all talking and stuff, it was just my first issue came with them jumping straight to I love you because they really barely knew anything about each other. And I mean, granted, they could have cut a lot of conversation out. They probably did. But from what we got to see, their conversations were very shallow. You can't tell if you love somebody by asking them if they want to have kids. I'm sorry. You're full of shit. You might be able to tell if you're compatible with somebody, but you don't know if you love somebody based off that. Come on now. And then, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so, they're in the pods or whatever. That whole thing with, and I don't even remember their names now because they weren't there long. The 2 black people, where the dude was gender fluid and all that. That whole thing, coming from somebody who is bisexual, was embarrassing. Coming from a girl, coming from somebody who has talked to bisexual men before. That whole situation was embarrassing for her to I don't know, I just felt like she kind of made it seem like he did something to her. But we've all been around long enough to know how society treats any type of non-heterosexual person. So I just felt like it was just a bunch of bullshit, the way she acted. I'm glad they ended up not even going through with the engagement and all that bullshit. It was a mess. And then we turn around, okay, that Giannina, what's his face? I don't even remember what his name was at this point. That's how unimportant half these people were to me. But Giannina's man, how are you going to look at this man and be like, do you notice how every time you say this is the best sex you've ever had in your life, I don't say it's the best sex I ever had in mine? And then you want to turn around and cry when this man says you go back and forth on how you feel about me every day? You just crushed that man's soul. You want to marry... Men, if you're watching this, would you want to marry a woman who flat out told you that she's gotten better dick elsewhere? Just flat out said it. I mean, I'm sure it's true for a lot of married people, but would you want to marry a woman who just flat out said it? No, you wouldn't. And she knows if she was telling him that was the best sex she'd ever had, and he said that to her, she would have been hurt. It would crush her spirit, and I felt like it was just ridiculous. I felt like it was ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The show is a mess. I can't lie to you. I didn't even finish watching the reunion. I tried. I really did try. I barely made it. A lot of the middle stuff I didn't even necessarily see because it could not keep my attention. It just couldn't. And then things got awkward for me. I'm sitting there watching the wedding episode last night, and it's Kelly and Kenny. Okay, Kelly wouldn't sleep with him, and Kenny's like, oh, she won't have sex with me, and all this. But then if you look at the scene where Kenny and his friends are all sitting there talking right before the wedding, him and his groomsmen, I swear to you, every single person in that room knew that Kenny was gay, except for Kenny. That's just my opinion. I can't flat out say for sure that I know that Kenny's gay. I don't know Kenny. But I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think, I didn't get the vibe. I didn't get the vibe that he was into girls. His friends didn't look like they got the vibe that he was into girls. And honestly, I think Kelly didn't get the vibe that he was into girls, and that's what kept her so physically unattracted to him. Netflix, I feel like they should be very disappointed in themselves for this bullshit that they put on here and subjected us to. The Circle was a great reality show, and I'm like really upset because The Circle kept me on my toes. It kept me off my phone. It kept me tensed up and like wanting to know what was going to happen in the next episode and wanting to know how these relationships were going to form, and like the concept of like everybody having to get to know each other based off of what they say and not what they look like and all this stuff was great. But when you throw in the idea of if they would have just gone with the whole idea of, can these people fall in love? No, you want these people to fall in love, be engaged, move in together, and get married in a month. And like Kelly said, the whole honeymoon phase, I feel like this whole TV show, the concept, it subjected the people who were on it. If you really went on there, if any of them were wholehearted and serious, you put them at such risk to fuck them up mentally and emotionally. And like, I'm pissed. Like, I love reality TV. I always have. Like, Flavor of Love, Bad Girls Club, Basketball Wives, all that. Like I said, The Circle, I love reality TV. And I cannot stand for this show. I feel like Netflix was wrong for this. I feel like I'm not telling nobody not to watch it, but if I tell anybody to watch it, I really just feel like you should just see the bullshit that it is. And maybe just because everybody else did, I mean, I'm mad I watched it. I really did just watch it because everybody was saying that it was so good, and I've been wanting to review stuff more, but that shit was disappointing. I don't know if you can tell by the scatteredness of everything I'm saying and like the inflections in my tone, but deep down in my heart of hearts, I think Netflix was wrong for this shit. And I really hope that they don't come out with a season 2, because season 2 would just be even worse, because you gotta think, all this shit is scripted. Most of that shit was scripted, and even the parts that weren't. The next season, they're going to take what they think is, videos like this, and they're going to try to up the ante and make it seem more real. And they're going to want to, they're going to script it even more. It's just going to be bad. The show is bad. It's terrible. They need to let it go. Netflix, I hope you're watching this. I hope you're watching this. Because here I am paying this money for the subscription for you to feed me this bullshit. Okay, I feel better now. I just had to get that off my chest. I had to review this one. I've let a lot of stuff slide, but I had to review this shit. But alright, I really hope that you guys liked this video. And if you did, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, comment. And like I said in the beginning of the video, go check out my tarot channel. And I'll see y'all the next time. I probably am going to review Dexter when I'm done with it. I'm late. Hella late. But I'm probably going to do it anyways because I love it. So, yeah. Like I said, if you like it, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good junk. And I will see you next time.